Hi, welcome to Crypto Flow, where we teach you how to tap into the limitless potential of cryptocurrency and DeFi. In this video, I'm going to show you how I earn around $900 a week in passive income on Wonderland.money. None of this is financial advice. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe and smash the like button below. So, Wonderland.money is a protocol on the Avalanche network. It is a fork of the Ohm protocol, which is on the Ethereum network. The development team is Daniele Sestigali and his team. They are known for the Magic Internet Money stablecoin, the Spell token, Abracadabra.money, and Popsicle Finance, among other things. So I got into this maybe sometime in October. Wonderland.money has been around since about early September. And initially, I was a bit skeptical because, I saw this huge APY, 87,497% a year. And in my head, I thought there's no way. This must be some sort of rug pull. If I put my money in this, I'm going to get scammed. And so initially, I actually dismissed it. I saw a few people on Twitter commenting about Wonderland.money, and I dismissed it initially. I kind of thought, okay, well, this thing has been around for a little bit. I think at that time it was around maybe a month or a few weeks. So I thought, okay, well, the rug pull is probably imminent, because usually when rug pulls happen, they usually happen earlier on in the project's life. So I kind of dismissed it for a bit. So a week or two after that, I saw someone on Twitter post a guide on how it worked, and why it seemed legit. So I read the guide and I was convinced. So typically when I get into something that I'm not 100% comfortable with, I only go in with a small amount of my total portfolio. So I usually go around maybe 1% in the beginning. And then after a few days or so, or a week or so, once I start to get a little more comfortable, or if I see some more hype building up, then I'll typically put in a little more, probably another 1 to 2%, depending on how bullish and comfortable I'm feeling on the project. So initially, I went in with about 1 to 2%, and it's grown a lot since then. So when you go to Wonderland.money, this dashboard here gives you some valuable information. So currently, at the time of this recording, the time token is worth $7,670 per token. The market cap is 3.17 billion. The total value locked is about $2 billion. And for those of you that don't know, total value locked means there's $2 billion worth of tokens locked into this protocol. And the APY is currently sitting at 87,497% a year. This current index, 4.59 time. To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what this means. I'm sure the documentation probably goes over that. The treasury balance. So let's go to the documentation real quick, and let's read the What is Wonderland introduction. Wonderland is the first decentralized reserve currency protocol available on the Avalanche network based on the time token. Each time token is backed by a basket of assets, e.g., MIM, Time AVAX LP tokens, etc., in the Wonderland treasury, giving it an intrinsic value that it cannot fall below. Wonderland also introduces economic and game theoretic dynamics into the market through staking and minting. So essentially what that means is this treasury is from these tokens that users have decided to give in exchange for this time token. So there's several ways you could do this. You could just trade on Trader Joe for time tokens, just like any other token, and then come here and stake it. Or you can choose to mint the time token by trading one of these tokens. So if you have some magic internet money lying around, you can trade your magic internet money for time tokens, and actually they give you a discount on the time token if you do it this way, because you're helping the protocol out by providing assets that back this time token. So depending on certain factors, these discounts change over time. Sometimes I've seen a 13% discount, 10% discount. Initially, when I got in, I believe I did mint initially. So we'll go over staking and minting. So let's start with staking, because that's the more straightforward thing. So let's say you want to get into the Wonderland.money protocol. So what you would do is you could go to Trader Joe and you could swap whatever token you like for the time token. And once you have your time token, you will go here under stake. When you go here for the first time, it's going to have an approve button. So what you would do is you would click that. You would confirm the transaction using MetaMask. And then you would enter, obviously you would most likely want to do the max. So you would click max and then hit stake. Now, once you accept that transaction, what's going to happen is they're going to take your time tokens from your wallet. They're going to give you a token called memories. The token's ticker symbol is memo. In exchange for that, you could see this as a receipt for the time token that you're staking. Time and memo are worth the same amount. So this amount of memo, if you go to unstake, you'll receive this amount of time when you unstake. While you have your time staked here, you will gain. So the Wonderland protocol, 3 times a day, about every 8 hours, it has a rebase. So depending on how much assets the treasury has, and I'm sure there's other factors, but essentially they rebase the price to reflect the amount of assets in the treasury. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, so if that's true, why isn't time worth this amount instead of this amount? So my layman's answer to that, I don't know the direct answer, and if you do, be sure to comment down below. But my guess is supply and demand also affects the price of this token. So the backing per time is $2,027. So theoretically, if the price of time were to dip under this amount, the protocol would sell some assets or buy back the token or what have you in order to get it to reach this amount at a minimum. So, but today's price is this amount. So every rebase, you're earning 0.62% return on your memo or time tokens that you've staked. And this equates to every 5 days, you're earning a 9.72% return on your investment. And this compounds for you automatically. So literally you could come here, stake your time token, walk away, come back in a month, in a week, whatever, and see how much more time you've earned. So that's how staking works in a nutshell. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below and I'll reply to you. Now, minting is a little different in the sense that there's some benefits. You could get a discount on the time price. So if you see here, if you trade time MIM LP tokens, you get a 7.59% discount on the time token. And here's the price. So you can see here the price is a discounted price versus the actual current price of time. If you choose to trade MIM in for time, you get a 7.18% discount, etc., etc. So let's make believe that we want to trade some MIM for time. So if you click on that mint button, you get to this screen, and you will enter how many MIMs you want to trade for time. Now, how this works is that once you do this, you will be earning your time tokens gradually, because there's a vesting period of 5 days. So after 5 days, you will have the total amount of time that you purchased with the amount of MIM tokens that you used. I believe every rebase you get some time tokens that you can redeem. So the way I did this was I traded my MIM for time, and about 3 times a day I would come here and hit claim and auto stake. So what this does is that any vested time that's sitting here will be claimed and will be auto staked, which means it will be staked here automatically for you. So what's good about that is that if you do this, you could get some of the time that you've already vested, and you could start earning this crazy APY. So what I was doing is every 8 hours or so, if I was awake or whatever, I would claim an auto stake, because the rebases also happen about every 8 hours. So as you do that, so let's say I claimed an auto stake, so I would pretend I have a little bit amount of time here, and then this little bit amount would get this, would earn this percent. So it kind of like it's growing as you claim an auto stake. So if you were to wait the full 5 days before staking it, you'd be missing out on some potential earnings that you could have earned by doing the claim auto stake about every 8 hours. So this is just like a strategy I used. You don't have to do it that way, but for me, it looked to be more profitable to claim an auto stake about every 8 hours or so. So once you're fully vested, that's it. You would have all the time that you've bought with at a discount with your MIM tokens, and that's it. And you could come back here and do this as many times as you want. My guess, though, however, is that at some point they will probably turn off minting, because what minting does, mint means to create a new token. At a certain point, I would assume that they want to either shut that down or minimize that to a degree in order to keep the value of the token at a certain level. So if you happen to see a nice discount here, then and you want to get into this time token, then this might be a good bet for you. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works and how you could get into it. I found a nice spreadsheet. I believe I found it in the Wonderland Discord, which I believe there's a link in the Wonderland site itself. This is really nice because you could enter how much time you have and the current price and, the rebase percent, whatever. And it gives you some nice readouts. You could play with this here too. So if you're curious how much time you'll have after a day, a week, a month, a year, you could see those values here. So if you see here the current amount of time that I have staked, every week I am earning 0.12 time because of the staking, the staking, which in today's value of the token equates to $925. So every week I'm earning $925. Every month I'm earning $4,968. Every year I'm earning $5,829,609. Now, you might be wondering, why would me personally, I'm taking somewhere around $1,000 profit every week and a half or 2 weeks or so. Right now, my strategy, my portfolio is I want to build up some cash because I'm kind of low on stable coins. I like to keep a certain percent, especially since the market's a bit volatile now. So if I want to buy the dip, or if I need to quickly pay off a loan on Aave, I want to have the cash or stable coins available to do that. You could play it however you want. So you see this figure, this is kind of theoretical in a way, right? And what I mean by that is this figure depends on the price of time remaining this amount for 1 year. And if you've been in the crypto space for some time, you know that very well that this number could be higher than this, or it could be much lower. So also for me, I like to take profits regularly because you never know what's going to be with the price. I don't know how long this whole protocol thing could last. Daniele and his team are pretty well known in the crypto space now, especially in the DeFi space. So I'm not going to say I have blind faith in him, but compared to, an anonymous developer somewhere else, I do have, some faith in the team. So yeah, none of this is financial advice. Of course, you do what you want and never bet more than you can afford to lose. So let's do like a quick scenario real quick. So what if, you're getting into time today and you only have, I don't know, let's say $300 to throw in here. So let's kind of see what that looks like. So let me go to Trader Joe. Let me use a stable coin to see what $300 would equate to in time tokens. So that would be this amount. So I'm going to copy this, paste it in here. Okay. So if you were to get into time today, at the time of this recording, $300 worth, you would get 0.03 blah, blah, blah in time token. After 1 day, your investment would be worth $304. After 1 week, $340. After 1 month, $521. Let's pretend you buy 3 months of, not 3 months, $300 of time. And let's say you want to see what it'll be worth in 6 months. So let's type 6 months here. So in 6 months, your initial $300 investment could be worth $8,441.02. So the crazy thing of how powerful this could be for you is, it auto compounds. 3 times a day because it compounds with the rebasing. So, if this protocol continues to do well, you could also do well if you're in it. What's also nice about this spreadsheet, and I'll put a link to the spreadsheet down below, is you could also kind of make a goal for yourself. Okay, how much US dollars do I want worth of time to have? Like, let's say my goal is to have $10,000 worth of time. You could enter 10,000 here, and this is based on your initial investment. So how long until I get $10,000 worth of time? So according to this spreadsheet, it's 189 days. So if you jump in with $300 and your goal is to get $10,000 worth and then cash out, then it'll be approximately 189 days. Now, please keep in mind, this is assuming this price stays the same. And this ROI, the APR for Wonderland has hovered in the 80,000s. I believe since its inception. I could be wrong. If you have other information, you could comment below. So sometimes these ROIs drop, sometimes they go up. Typically they go down, but I have not seen that as of yet with Wonderland. So another nice thing you could do is, let's say you want to replace your salary with this. So let's say, okay, I want to earn $3,000 a week with time. So you could enter $3,000, hit enter, and it right here gives you nice how much time is required, meaning how many time tokens you need in order to generate $3,000 worth of passive income a week. So that's 2.79 time. And it also tells you how many days until you have that amount of time based on this input here. So in 231 days, and it gives you the date, July 20th, 2022, you'll be able to generate $3,000 a week in passive income. Again, if this ROI is the same and this price is the same, which most likely will not be the case. But this spreadsheet is very helpful, very useful to kind of plan out what your game plan is for time, and also just to kind of keep track of your earnings, so you don't have to do the calculation manually each time. That's all I have for now. If you have any questions, comment below. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more tutorials and protocol breakdowns like this. Thanks for listening. Take care and good luck.